talking to the Lawler, wearing diamond ring, wearing kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod, and everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. It's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Welcome to the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling.
Yeah, baby. I love another round of applause.
And it is Father's Day. Comes on Money in the Bank 2 years in a row.
That's right. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
I don't even know if it might even be free.
Okay, well, let's introduce ourselves. Thank you very much for that phenomenal introduction. My God, it is the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show. My name is Eastside Dave. My partner, he's the star of the show. His name is Stanley Mack, and it is Father's Day. And as I asked you for every Father's Day, I don't want a card, I don't want anything homemade, I don't want a sweater, I don't want a golf club. I want $250 in cash.
Well,
where's my money?
I don't have it.
You don't have it. And I know you're only 9, and you don't have a lot of money these days, but every single Father's Day, it's the same thing. I always ask for $250 in cash, and like a deadbeat, you provide me with nothing. What say you, Stanley Mack?
I need $50.
You need a job? You need to start working?
To get $50?
To get some cash here.
Well, I have $12.
You have $12. Why don't you tell the listeners of the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show how you got that $12?
It was in racing. I won not one of the races. I won them both.
Last week at Monmouth Park Racetrack, one of the finest horse racing establishments in America, Stanley Mack hit back-to-back races. He predicted the correct horse would finish in first place, and as a result, he was swimming in the moolah. You made yourself a lot of money. You're like a little bit of a Jimmy the Greek over there, my friend. You could be better. You're more. Let's just say this. You're less controversial than Jimmy the Greek. I will say that. And, you know, people of a certain age are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There are certain things that Jimmy the Greek said that would never come out of the Stanley Mack slips. Okay? You have no idea what I'm talking about, but trust me, I do. No, you don't even want to go there. Now, listen. It's Father's Day. I'm so excited to be spending it with Stanley Mack here, and I will give a shout-out and props. She's not going to be appearing on the show, but Juliana Mack is dominating the Nintendo Switch right now. Splatoons. She's playing Splatoons too, and that's important because, you know what, we need to dominate. The Mack Foundation needs to dominate. But before we go into Money in the Bank, oh my God, how phenomenal was yesterday?
What's up?
Who'd we meet? We went to Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. We met, that's who you lead off with? Jack Swagger, Ryback. We met those two.
Jerry Lawler.
We met Jerry the King Lawler.
Hornswoggle.
We met Hornswoggle.
Save the best for last, mankind.
We met Mick Foley yesterday. It was Six Flags Great Adventure. They had a wrestle and ride event. Mick Foley, Jerry Lawler, Ryback, Hornswoggle, Jack Swagger were all there. Then they actually appeared in matches. This big, what was the guy's name? Oh, Wrecking Ball. He was 6'7", 400 pounds, and he issued an open challenge. This guy named Wrecking Ball. I guess the league. I guess the promotion was the NEW, Northeast Wrestling. So Wrecking Ball comes out, issues an open challenge, destroys a couple of jabronis, and then Mick Foley comes out. And that was a lot of fun. And then Jerry Lawler and Ryback teamed up in a tag team match, and they went against the NEW champions.
Hornswoggle.
I know. It was really weird because, when I kept hearing the words NEW, I thought Scott Muni was going to appear. Hello! 50 points for me. When they kept saying NEW, I was like, hey, we're running fast enough in Anthony. 55 more points for me. It was like NEW. I mean, my God, let's get the lead out. Where's Carol Miller? You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Now that I think about it, you don't.
He makes the points around there, so he says you get 0.
Well, I should have gotten some more points for that. So, did you have a great time though? Weren't they nice? Mick Foley was so nice, and Jerry Lawler. It was like I felt like he kept wanting to talk to us, and I wanted to keep talking to him, but there was a line of like 1,000 people behind us. So I get all anxious. Some people are good like that. On those meet and greets, they'll just sit there and talk for hours and hours. And I'm like, well, there's a whole bunch of people. But he was so cool. He was talking about the Andy Kaufman, David Letterman thing. And because I had just interviewed Jerry Lawler on Wednesday for 95.9 The Rat, and he was awesome. Yeah, I told him. I'm the guy who I just talked to you on the 95.9 The Rat. By the way, you can hear that interview on WRAT.com. It's split up into 2 separate clips. Go check it out. He talks about Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey in one clip, and the other clip is when he talks about the famous Hell in the Cell match. Speaking of Mick Foley, that thing's approaching its 20th anniversary. How about that? In a week or so.
Mankind. We still talk to Mankind about that.
Yeah, well, I think there'll be a time to talk to Mick Foley down the road.
Down the road, we'll talk to him for 5. Wait, let's say you just had table with Jim Ross for 5 hours. Huh?
Oh my God, that would be the best. That would be heaven. I could literally talk to Jim Ross for 5 hours and probably have tons of questions left over.
With here, yeah.
That's what was cool to me about talking to Lawler. I can't claim that I grew up in Memphis, but Jerry Lawler is like I said this to him on The Rat. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler are the Pat Summerall and John Madden of the WWE. There's never been a better team. And I love the Gorilla Monsoon teams.
Good job, -1.
With Jesse Ventura and Bobby Heenan. No one's come close to JR and Jim Ross. They're the best. All right, look. I'd love to shoot the breeze all day, but we've got 10 high-flying, no-holds-barred, action-packed matches. Because it's Money in the Bank, baby, 2018, taking place live from Chicago. And you come to the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show for one reason, to get predictions and prognostications. And that's what we're going to do right now. I think we should start this in style. The Deleter of Worlds. Okay? Yeah. You heard me right. They're not actually, are they? Let's start this in style. I thought the Deleter of Worlds had a match. I'm not even seeing them on the card.
Wait, what?
It's a SmackDown Tag Team Championship that's up for grabs. The Bludgeon Brothers will take on Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Good Brothers, yeah, that's what they're called. Who do you like, Stanley? Bludgeons or Goods? You think it's time that maybe Gallows and Anderson get a shot? I would not be surprised if they win this, but I want to go to you first.
I would say the
You like Bludgeon or Gallows and Anderson?
Bludgeons will retain the streak. I don't think they'll ever lose.
All right, I think
You think they'll ever lose?
we have our first disagreement of the show.
Actually,
I just told you.
Anderson, Gallows.
Gallows and Anderson
No, I
upset City.
It's my prediction, Anderson Gallows.
Okay, fine. Stanley still likes the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm going with Gallows and
No, I
Anderson.
said Gallows and Anderson.
You got it. So Stanley's behind the Bludgeon Brothers, and I'm going with Gallows. What? Okay, now, next one. All right, this is a quick match. Let's get this in and out of the way. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Nothing on the line.
Jinder win, okay.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. Jinder Mahal takes this. Let's get this one out of the way. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. I have appreciated Sami Zayn giving his all to the storyline. He's putting it out there. He's been great on the mic.
I'll say Sammy.
But let's be honest. The sketches themselves have not been great. And Bobby Lashley, well, he doesn't exactly exude charisma. Who do you like?
I would say Sami Zayn will win this.
I
Set.
think, you know what? I'm going to disagree. I'm going to be pulling for Sami Zayn. I think Bobby Lashley will win. I don't know why they've even brought this guy back. Let's go with something now that could be kind of fun. Carmella versus Asuka for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Who do you like, Stanley Mack, and why?
Carmella versus Asuka. But I would say it's time for Upset City.
Oh?
New SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka.
You think Asuka beating Carmella would be an upset? Because I think most people would consider Asuka to be a far better in-ring performer than Carmella.
People would say that's a favorite.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not an upset if the better person wins. I think it's an upset if the champion retains her belt. If Carmella wins and stays champ, I think that's more of an upset, believe it or not.
Do you agree with me?
Well, who do you think is going to win? Asuka?
Yeah.
Asuka? Boy, oh boy. If Asuka doesn't win, it's like, where are we going with her? Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I think Asuka's going to win this. Carmella's done a nice job as a heel champ, though. So I'll give Carmella all the credit in the world, but yeah, I think Asuka's going to win this one.
Carmella's not going to win.
I mean, she's not terrible. She's learning. She's getting there. But she's not nearly as good as Asuka, obviously. I like this match, Stanley Mack. For the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Seth Rollins, your Intercontinental Champion, versus Elias. Because we are going to walk with Elias. I thought you were going to join me there. It's really awkward when you try and start a chant and no one jumps in. It's like, oh, God. Thank you, Juliana. Because this entire room's gotten really awkward now. Oh, boy. Because Elias and we are going to walk with Elias. You didn't join me again. Juliana kind of did, but she's playing the Switch, so it didn't really count. All right, who do you like, Stan?
What's the match again?
What's the match again? Your Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, versus Elias. Who do you like?
I might go with Seth. Seth will retain.
I agree. My only thing about this is I'm loving Elias. Could I see him as Intercontinental Champion? Yes. By him beating Seth Rollins, that could free up Seth Rollins to now pursue the Universal belt, which I think is something that the WWE should start to do.
He's done a nice job, Phil.
A nice job. He's been unbelievable. He has been fantastic Intercontinental Champ. Fantastic. He's had great match after great match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Next match, Stanley Mackins. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
Whoa. I say Daniel Bryan wins.
Now, he has beaten Big Cass before.
But Cass has also beaten him before.
Well, he's beaten him after the bell. I don't know here. I think if I believe... Well, but you're going with Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you. I think Big Cass wins this. Again, not because I want it, but because if Daniel Bryan keeps beating Big Cass, what's the point?
Big Cass is great as a villain.
He's been good. Yeah, you and I have thought he's done a nice job.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, next match. Here we go. No. For the WWE Raw Women's Championship, Nia Jax, your champion, taking on in her first singles match in the WWE ever, Ronda Rousey.
Undefeated streak, 1-0. So, I think Ronda Rousey wins and becomes
Wow.
No.
That's headline news right there.
We'll have a new Raw Women's Champion.
Wow.
Rousey does it.
Unbelievable. Stanley Mack all in. You like Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She's she's one of your favorites, I would think.
Yeah. No way. I don't think it's possible for Nia Jax to walk out the win.
Well, she has the size advantage.
Good point. But
Thank you.
who has the fast advantage?
The fast advantage? You mean speed? Ronda Rousey.
For sure.
Athleticism? Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Flexibility? Ronda Rousey. Fighting ability? Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has a lot of advantages, but listen, Nia Jax could get her up on the shoulders and bam, Samoa drop. That could be curtains from Ms. Rousey. We'll find out. But you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I know this is a shocker. The more I think about it, no, hold on. There's no way Ronda Rousey's going to win on her first. This is tough. This is a lot tougher than you would think. You know what? I'm going to go with you. It's Ronda Rousey. But I don't say that prediction confidently for some reason.
Not like me.
I don't think. No, wait. I was almost positive that the Deleter of Worlds was taking on the B team, but I don't even see it on the card. I don't know if someone's injured or whatnot. If they do have Deleter of Worlds versus the B team, who do you think would win that match?
I think it will be the Deleter.
Me too. So, but that match isn't even on the card, but I'm glad we made the prediction for it anyway. All right, let's get to another big-time match in a last man standing match for the WWE Championship. We're talking about AJ Styles, your WWE Champion, versus Shinsuke. We're saving those for last. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Those will be
In a last man standing match.
That's actually pretty good because it's impossible to get a DQ.
I think, but then again, I don't even know.
But then again, what if both guys get counted on the winner?
That could absolutely happen.
I have seen that before.
I feel like,
I don't want to count that as a prediction.
personally, I feel like this whole thing is headed towards an AJ Styles versus Nakamura Hell in a Cell. And so, believe it or not, I hate to say it, I think it's going to be a double count out.
I want you to make the next one prediction.
That's my actual prediction, sadly. That it's going to end. My actual prediction is that both guys hit each other, the ref counts to 10, and neither guy gets up. And that's it, you know. And both guys get counted out. That is my actual prediction because, like I said, I think this is going all towards a Hell in a Cell.
Good.
Oh, I would love a Hell in a Cell between these two. I just wish they would kind of do it already. Anyway, what's your prediction?
My prediction is, I'll have to say, the winner of the match and still the WWE Champion, AJ Styles.
All right. I like it. Big fan of AJ Styles.
Could that happen?
Yes, it could. Yes, it could. Okay, Mick. Let's see.
The only time I agree with the champion, and it's actually impossible for it to be another because it's all the title matches.
Yeah, baby. All right, let's do the two Money in the Bank matches now, saving the best for last, the big timers for last. Okay, first, the Women's Championship contract match. The Money in the Bank ladder match for the ladies. Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss. Becky Lynch. Natalya. Lana. Naomi. And Sasha Banks. Who?
Upset City. Sasha Banks.
OMG. You just stole my prediction. I was going to choose Sasha. Why? Well, let me ask you. Why do you think Sasha?
I feel like
We did not discuss this. We never discussed our predictions before the show.
Sasha's like low, and I think this could be a way to get Sasha back.
You think she's been out of the spotlight a little bit?
Yeah.
And she still is one of the best in-ring performers in the women's division, whether on Raw or SmackDown. And that was my philosophy too. Is that, you know what, this is going to be a way that Sasha. All right, if you're going Sasha, I'm going Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss as a Money in the Bank contract holder. I think would be great. She'll be constantly threatening people and this and that. But I'll give you credit, Stan. I was going with Sasha Banks. So I'm going with Alexa. I love Ember Moon. I think that finishing move where she does basically a Stone Cold Stunner off the top rope is good. But she just got here. She's young. She's got plenty of time. Charlotte Flair does not need a Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch. I love Becky. She seems almost like too much of a baby face to get it. Could Natalya get it? I suppose. Could Lana get it? Yes. Naomi, I don't see that. And then Sasha Banks is Stanley's choice. All right, so we went through it. Now let's do the men. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and a member of New Day. We still don't know if it's going to be Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods.
Finn Balor.
Say it again.
Finn Balor. The Demon King himself will win. Finn Balor.
Wow, I love that. That's weird. I'm literally wearing a Finn Balor shirt as we speak. Yeah. I would be excited if Finn Balor won the Money in the Bank.
Keep the shirt on, just in case.
I'm going to keep this shirt on, but that's not my prediction. My prediction is fight Owens, fight KO. Kevin Owens will win the men's Money in the Bank match. What say you to that prediction, bruh?
Not bad.
Not bad. But
Finn Balor he's gonna make the Hall of Fame one day.
Finn Balor's gonna make the Hall of Fame?
Do you agree?
Sure, I could see that. But what about Kevin Owens?
Kevin Owens make Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah.
The Miz?
I don't think Braun Strowman needs a Money in the Bank. Right? I mean, I think Braun Strowman's going to win a big-time championship at WrestleMania 35.
Put him in the Hall of Fame, Vince. Probably will.
Vince will put Braun Strowman in the Hall of Fame? Why are we thinking Hall of Fame right now? Yeah, all right, so, nice episode. Do you have anything you want to say? Do you have any last-second impressions that you want to do? Before we wrap up the Father's Day episode, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I like this.
The Dragon Steamboat. Oh, yeah. You're not gonna get me.
Yes. Macho Man?
Yes.
Oh, nice. You cut a 15-minute promo as Rowdy Piper the other day. Can you give us a sampling of that? Just a sampling. Give just a minute.
Macho Man.
Oh, here we go. He's going right into it.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Triple H, you were figured again, and you gonna.
Is this Piper or is this like some drunk guy in the Bowery? Go ahead, keep going.
You are Macho Man's favorite son. Triple H. And speaking of it, now it's here and no surrender because Piper is here. And Piper will take you all down. He will. Piper.
Yeah!
That's one way to end this episode. Although Piper was just talking. What a way to end.
I loved it! Happy Father's Day to everybody! What do you want to say to me?
I love you, Daddy.
For Juliana Mack, for Stanley Mack, for Davey Mack, this is the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show. We hope you enjoy the Money in the Bank and your Father's Day and everything. Oh my God, it's gonna be great! It's gonna be Kane! It's gonna be Kane! Oh my God!